Hello everyone, this is Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to review the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 9, Episode 7, I do believe. So, let me state first, thank you guys for watching. I started my channel in October, and I have 11 subscribers. I'm happy with that. It's new to me. I'm learning as I go along, and I thank you guys for watching. Really do. I appreciate it. And I won't disappoint. Next year, I plan on doing some other things, finally defining and setting down what I'm going to be doing. So stick around. It's a process, but I really appreciate you guys, and thanks a lot. So the show opens up with Portia visiting Phaedra, and she has promised Phaedra some free time to herself, so she's going to babysit Phaedra's two children because she wants to get her little practice in because she's planning on having a child. I don't care if she has to do it by herself or she does it with this guy she dated before in her past, Todd. Now, Todd is someone that she met in college or after college, and they dated for a while. They broke up, and they both went their own ways, and they met again, and they've decided to try it again and see if it works. That's just the bottom line. She wants a family, and she thought she had one in her previous marriage, but it didn't work out. So she really wants a family, and she's going to do this. So Phaedra gets to go out and spend a couple of hours to herself or enjoying herself without her children. And those little boys, it's a shame when the kids are smarter than the parent. Those little boys ran circles around Portia. But Portia was able to manage and handle them. And she seemed like she was enjoying being with them. But by the time they went to bed, she was exhausted. Those two little boys are so smart. And they could teach her a few things or two, but they were very respectable of her, and it worked out. So Phaedra shows back up around 10, creeping back in. We don't know where Phaedra been. It's none of our business. Just saying. She comes in around 10, and she asked her, how was it? And she said, you know what, I really enjoyed hanging out with your boys. So I just, I really, really want children of my own. And she said, I'm making you this promise that if once a week you want to get out and get away, then I'll babysit for you. And Phaedra's like, oh, really? Woo, okay. Phaedra's mad. It's going on. I'm definitely going to take her up on it. Portia talks to Phaedra about she's having a baby without a man. And if she had to have a baby with a man, she would do it with this young man, Todd, that she dated previously. Now, Todd, to me, is fine as heck. Fine as heck. And I think that he and her, probably would have a good union if she's in love with him. But if she's just using him to get a child, I'm not sure about that. So she tells Phaedra about a dinner that her family plans to meet Todd with. And fast forward to the dinner night, everybody's there, her sister and her husband, her mom, and Todd shows up on time, and they get to grilling him. Todd, it seems like he's kind of shy, around just meeting her people. You know how that is. And they asked him to did he want to say the grace? And he hesitated for a long time. Then he said, I'm going to let the lady of the house say the grace. Portia's mom said the grace, and then they began to grill him. I thought they were some kind of Gestapo people. So what are you plans? Are you going to get married? Blase this and blase that. And he kind of hesitated when they asked him, did he plan on having children? And he hesitated, but he told the truth. He said, I don't know. It depends on if the right situation comes about. Good work, Todd. That was a good answer. And he told Portia right there at the table in front of her family. I love you. And Portia's mom was like, Portia! She couldn't believe that he said that right then and there in front of them. So Portia's planning her future. And she wants to get it out there. Kenya calls her dad, and she's telling him about the little incident with Matt and how Matt broke her garage window when she wouldn't let him in. He had been out. They had been together all day, and he had been out with his friends drinking. He came home drunk, and she didn't want to deal with it, so she wouldn't let him in. And he bust her garage window out. You know what? That's some bullshit. Coming in and busting my garage because you decided to go get drunk? Okay. Kenya, this man is too young for you. He has not matured enough yet. She calls her dad, and she wants him to talk to Matt. And her dad says, okay, put me on the plane. I'll be there. Whenever you want me to be there, I'll come there and talk to him because this is craziness. So her dad gets to Atlanta, and they begin to talk about what's going on now. Kenya's not telling him any of the good things that transpired between her and Matt. She starts right in with the night they had to fight. She didn't tell him that she felt like he was going to whip her ass, or this is how she was talking to him in an abrasive way. She explained it in quite different terms. So her dad's a little upset, and he's saying, you know, I really need to talk to him. So they make plans. Call Matt. Kenya calls Matt and makes plans for them to meet at the cigar place. On the day of the meeting, Matt's a no-show. So her dad, you know, as so much time has passed, he's saying, well, what's going on with him? Where is he? He's supposed to be here today. And she said, I don't know. So she picks up her phone. She said, I have 17 missed texts. So let me call him back and see what's going on. Daddy, would you talk to him? So he said, yeah. So she puts her dad on the phone with Matt. And, you know, he's saying, I came a long way to talk to you, and you didn't show up. And Matt goes in with his little immature ass. And I just really don't want to go through it again. So somehow they talk him into showing up, and he does. They shake hands and talk. And so the dad is asking questions, you know, what's going on? So he starts to tell the dad. She tells you part of the story, but she doesn't tell you her part in the story. How she talks to me, how she uses me, and then wants to throw me out or throw me away. And so her dad said, what do you say about this? And so Kenya jumped in, and she starts, ooh, girl, she just really makes Matt sound so undesirable that I'm wondering, if this is going on with you and this guy, what do you want with him? But we all know she wants a relationship. She wants to feel like someone loves him. But every time she mentions, I believe that Matt loves me and I love him, he's not around. She said it to her dad twice. But she couldn't manage to say anything nice about Matt while they were sitting there. So they end up getting into it again. And Matt said, well, at this point, I don't think it's any more reason for us to still sit here and talk. So Matt decides to get up and leave. And before he leaves, her dad stops him outside, and he tells him, if you want to be with Kenya, I think that you all have a chance of making it. If you both put the effort in, make that trip back down there to your truck, or, you know, stay and we can talk about it if you really want to be with my daughter, Kenya. Or you can make that trip down to your truck and you don't have to look back or anything if it's done. If you're done for real and you don't want to deal with it, then don't turn around, don't look back. Next thing you know, they show Matt walking down to the truck. So Kenya say, I'm done. I'm not trying anymore. I'm done with trying to deal with this man. Bye. Baby, bye. Get you some lemonade, okay? Kenya through with it. So she said. But I don't know. Seems like Kenya really, really wants this relationship, or she wants to jack him around a little more. But she just don't know how to keep him around, because Matt seems to be done. When he walked away, I thought he was going to stick around, but I guess he's tired of coming back. So we shall see. Cynthia. So Cynthia's sitting outside with her daughter talking, and the phone rings. Her cell phone rings, and it's her realtor. So her realtor is talking to Cynthia, and Cynthia had mentioned before the phone rang that she's been praying to get this house by the lake. And the realtor calls her and confirms, yes, you did get the house. So, and Cynthia is so happy. She said, no, she can't take it back. She said, no, she can't take it back. And she's really happy that they're going to move. Now she has to get her house sold. And she's really happy. So I'm happy for Cynthia. You know, things are looking up for her. She really, really loved her husband. But they decided to go their own way, you know. So I'm really happy for Cynthia. Candy. That doggone Candy. You know, Candy is my girl. One of my most favorite people on the show. But now that she's got her family established and everything, she seems to be taking a turn. Her and her mom, they somehow seem to be out to get Phaedra. And I kind of remember, and I kind of know why, because I remember when Todd did the work to do Phaedra's exercise video, Phaedra didn't want to pay him. And she talked about him living on the allowance that Candy gave him, or scrounging around for pocket change. And that was kind of, you know, at that time, you and Candy were supposed to be close. But okay, let's get to the scene. Candy meets with her crew, and she gets a call from Phaedra's assistant. Now, Phaedra's assistant is setting up a dinner date where she, Candy, and Phaedra can get together and talk. And Candy agrees to the dinner date. And when she gets off the phone, her staff starts to question her about what's going on with Phaedra, since Candy says, well, it was supposed to be, we had a dinner, and it came up at the dinner, the tasting, and my mom stuck her mouth in there and said that the man was supposed to the man said he was going to blow you the fuck up. And she, not only did she say it once, she said it 3 times. The man said that he was gonna blow you the fuck up, Phaedra. And everybody at the table looked at Mama June and looked at Candy, and Candy really didn't say anything to her mom the way she was snapping off on Phaedra. Well, Phaedra handled it pretty well. She said, well, no, that's not what happened. What happened was he came in there to sell CDs. And he said, I got some bomb CDs for Phaedra. Where is she? He wanted to see her. And somehow bomb was the only thing the person had, so they called the authorities on him. And they wound up arresting the man, thinking that he had been there, but no bomb was found on that man. And I don't know what the real story is. I don't know if the man actually did come to sell CDs or what, and neither does Candy, because Candy says that she had a friend who saw Phaedra walking with another man. And she said that the man was a security person that she had hired. And so now Candy's saying, well, if it was nothing, why are you walking around with a security person? So Phaedra can't really answer that. She's not really, she didn't really. So they really don't know what story is true because of the inconsistencies with what's going on. One of her assistants suggested maybe it was Mr. Chocolate, Mr. Hot Chocolate, who everybody's trying to say that Phaedra was having a relationship with or had a fantasy with during the time she was married with Apollo. So I know Phaedra Phaedra threw a party a couple of seasons ago, and there was a Mr. Chocolate there. Is this the Mr. Chocolate? You all tell me. Is this the same Mr. Chocolate that she was bragging about at this party? Phaedra met with Drama's mom. Drama's the man who supposedly had the bomb CDs or the bomb threat, whichever one it was, because they're not really clear on the show of what's going on, what really went on. Drama's mom tells Phaedra, I don't want you to feel like you have to worry about anything. You're good. There's no, bad feelings towards you. And Phaedra said, I know. I know that Drama would not, do anything like that. And the woman said she's so upset that people are being so mean to her son, went all on a misunderstanding. The woman starts to cry, and Phaedra, hugs her and reassures her, don't worry, I don't have a problem with you or Drama. The scene opens with Sheree having a photo shoot for her son, Kairos. She says that, once Kairos got over the DUI ticket, he's been trying to be more responsible, and he wants to start doing some things that's going to shape his future. Sheree has scheduled 2 photo shoots for him. And Kairos fine. He is fine. He's kind of quiet, but he's tall, dark, and athletic and handsome. And she knows that, so she's thinking he might do well in the modeling community, which he probably would. So she's having this photo shoot. His dad shows up, and he's like, wait a minute, what are they doing to you? Why they have you up here naked? And he takes this jacket that looks like a bed sheet and throws it around him and said, wait a minute, why y'all have him standing here while he's naked? He's joking, of course. And he said, pretty soon, son, they're going to have you doing porn. This is how it starts. But Kairos pays no attention to him. And Bob goes on about his business, get back with the other people and observe the photo shoot. And they continue the photo shoot. And it's going well. Kairos very nice looking. So fast forward to another day, Sheree decides to talk to Cynthia, since Cynthia has this modeling agency. Now, what I thought she was going to talk to her about is Kairos, starting some modeling jobs, gigs, and working his way up. But no, Sheree wants him to do just like she thought she was going to do with She by Sheree. She by Sheree was a fashion line that Sheree was going to start, but she didn't know anything about fashion. She just thought because she could go in there and buy expensive, beautiful clothes, and she had a nice body to put them on, that she was a fashion expert. But no, Sheree, it takes a lot of work to do this kind of fashion, design fashion. It's not, some people have a talent for it and others don't. So she decides to have Kairos and herself and Cynthia sit down and talk. So they met at this little small cafe, it looks like. And she had Cynthia come in. And she's telling Cynthia, you have this fashion, this modeling agency. What do you think, Kairos? How you think Kairos would do in modeling? And Cynthia says, well, let me see. Pull up your shirt. And I'm like, this little hornball Cynthia had known since her and her husband, are divorcing, I don't think. So she looking at this young 20-some-year-old like, yeah, he looks good. But come on, Cynthia. It's not all about how your abs look all the time. He could model in clothes. So anyway, Sheree says to Cynthia, yeah, I want him to do Fashion Week. Cynthia says, let me do this. This is a field that I know, and you don't just go straight to Fashion Week. You have to get out there and do the work, become known, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get to Fashion Week. But no, you don't just go do Fashion Week your first time out. And Sheree seems to take offense on that because she feels like, you know what, I'm going to teach him to shoot to the top, shoot for the top. But you don't just get to the top just by shooting. You have to put in the work, Sheree. And I think if Kairos pursues modeling, he'll find out. It's work. It's not just showing up and showing off your abs. But, I think she should leave this to the expert, which would be, in this case, Cynthia. And let Cynthia, guide Kairos through a modeling career if that's what he wants, if that's what he's passionate about. So, that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next week. This will probably be my next to my last video this year. I have one more coming out. And then I'll see you for my season 2. So thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Please comment. Make comments. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.